Good afternoon, everybody. This is Johnny, and with me is my co-host, Miles Chester. How you doing, Miles?
I'm doing good. How are you?
So, Miles, you want to run through the script so they know what we're doing?
Yeah, on the next JV Effect, me and Johnny are going to be talking sports today, especially Yankees, Red Sox, because it's baseball season. And, yeah, there'll be a lot of that.
And with us, we have Devonnte.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to be producing for us today.
Hi, everyone. How you guys doing today?
Everybody, that's Devonnte.
Yep.
So, Miles, you want to get into this conversation?
Yeah, we can start. Yeah, let's start it up right now. So,
what do you think about this Yankees Red Sox? I know that I haven't seen you in a couple weeks, so I wanted to start off right there.
Right.
What do you think?
Yeah, well, I'm a big Red Sox fan. I always have been. So, you know, I watch a lot of Yankees baseball because it's always on TV. So I've been seeing a lot of, I've been seeing a lot of Yankee games. I've been seeing a lot of Juan Soto hate on my phone and my TV recently. How about you?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
What do you think about Juan Soto as? I know you're not a Met fan, but what do you think about that?
Yeah, I can't blame Yankee fans for being upset with him because he was only with them for 1 year, brought him to the World Series. But then again, it's baseball's a business more than any other sport. I don't think players like him came from the Dominican Republic with nothing. I don't really think they care whether or not he's going to be pleasing some Yankee fans. I think he's going to take that hundreds of millions of dollars.
What do you think about the Yankees and how they're doing this season?
Well, the Yankees are, like always, the Yankees are doing really good. But, I think it's up to them to, prove to everybody if they can really win in the playoffs. And, the past, 8 years that they've been in the playoffs every single year since, 2017, they've lost. And they were in the World Series last year, so they're on the right track. But I thought that was their shot. But they're having a good season.
What do you think about what do you think about the new bats and what they're gonna do? What do you think about that?
Yeah. So when the season first started, the Yankees, especially the Yankees, because they have those power hitters. All the power hitters were hitting with those torpedo bats, and they had like a thicker barrel on the middle of the bat and the end of the bat, and the cork was thinner, so if you hit it on the right part with the bat, it would go flying. But the MLB actually took them out recently, so you can't use a torpedo bat in a baseball game.
Oh, I didn't know they took them out.
Yeah, but I think there's other bats that are shaped for the right hitter, but they're not illegal.
Could you tell the audience why they took them out?
Yeah, well, I think it's unfair for pitchers that hitters have an advantage at the plate. I don't think any player should have an advantage besides if it's their skill level. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's really fair for pitchers to have better bats. You know what I mean? And players were getting too good with them.
Let's move into our next segment. How do we sound, Devonnte?
You guys sound good.
Who do you root for in baseball?
I root for mostly the Yankees, but I also root for the Mets.
Yeah, I really like the Mets too. I have a lot of friends that are Mets fans. The Mets are usually mediocre, you know what I mean? But I think this is I honestly think this is their year.
I could think that this is their year because they're going to do a lot of defense and a lot of...
Yeah, they have a lot of good defense.
A lot of defense.
Yeah, they have a lot of good defense. Mm-hmm. Their pitchers are really good, but sometimes they just sell the games. But they pay their pitchers a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah, they have two of the highest paid players, Francisco Lindor and Juan Soto. So it would be a real disappointment if they didn't make it really far. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, let's move into our next segment. Our Yard Goats segment. What I know about Yard Goats is they're a team that is in downtown Hartford, Connecticut, and they're affiliated with Miles. Do you know who they're affiliated with?
Yeah, the Red Sox, right?
No.
Not the Red Sox.
The Colorado Rockies.
Oh. Interesting.
Oh, interesting.
That's almost across the country.
The Colorado Rockies. So I think they're going to have a good season.
Yeah.
And I really am enjoying watching them. So what do you think?
Yeah, I always enjoyed watching the Yard Goats. Like, my dad used to bring me to games when I was a kid. Their stadium's always been really nice. Even their old one was like fun, but it wasn't as nice. But the new one is great.
Yeah.
It's like a baseball park.
Yeah, they have a lot of good food there.
Yeah, they do, and they have a lot of things for like kids to do. It's fun there.
All right. So everybody, I'm going to be graduating this year, but don't worry. I'll come back and behind the mic. Hopefully we can get an episode going in this summer. I just have to talk to a couple people and we should get going pretty soon. Thank you for listening to the JV Effect these 2 years. And I hope everybody listens to me when I co-host myself in a couple of months here.
Do you have any ideas for who you'll be co-hosting with after you graduate?
I don't know.
Besides me, of course.
I don't know who yet.
Yeah.
We'll figure out.
Do you want to talk more about baseball or do you want to talk more about the Yard Goats? Which one?
Baseball.
Yeah, well, I think the Phillies are gonna have like a great chance to win the World Series because they've been like in the top 4 team every single year for like the past 3 years, and they've been number 1 in their division for like so long now. They have Bryce Harper and Rhys Hoskins still, and Trey Turner. Or no, Trey Turner's on the Dodgers. How about the Dodgers? They just get to have everybody.
Oh wow, yes, the Dodgers. What do we think about the Dodgers, Miles?
Dodgers are kind of like the Yankees, except they just have no shame in their like cap market. Like they can spend money on whoever they want, really. You know what I mean? Like they went after Mookie Betts, and then that's kind of when it started it all. Then they went after Ohtani, Freeman.
Right.
But players want to play in Los Angeles everyone wants to play for the Dodgers. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of like a dream come true. Or the Yankees, both of those teams.
Oh, what do you think about the basketball playoffs, Miles? You think we're gonna be good? I know there's a couple games tonight. Give me your basketball take.
Right, that's true. I completely forgot that the NBA playoffs are going on right now, and it's getting to the end. I'm a huge Knicks fan, so I'm pretty disappointed right now. But I still have some hope. We need to win 3 games in a row, but I still have some hope. I don't know how the Indiana Pacers are beating us.
To be honest with you, I don't know how they're gonna win because
me neither.
They're the Indiana Pacers. Let's think about it this way: the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks are very hard, and they're very hard with the defense.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit worried about that.
Yeah, I mean, I when I first looked at, like the matchups between the Pacers and the Knicks, I said, wow, I think the Knicks roster is so much better than the Pacers team. Like on paper, if you read the names of the players for the Knicks and you read the names of the players for the Pacers, you would say the Knicks were better, right? But the Pacers have more players coming off their bench, so they just have more depth.
Yeah.
I think that's how they've been beating us so much. And like they play as a team, you know what I mean? I think we try to run the ball through one player, like Jalen Brunson or Karl Anthony Towns. They just use everybody.
Yeah. What do you think about I know that hockey season's coming. What do you think about our new head coach for the Rangers? You think he's going to be all right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think it's time for the Rangers to have a great head coach. They still have that great goalie.
Right.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Mike Sullivan is the new Rangers head coach.
So, Mike Sullivan, everybody, will be taking over Peter Laviolette. Do you think that that's a very good choice, Miles? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, based off of what our producer gave us, I mean, that sounds like great head coach experience. I mean, he's played for 5 NHL teams. That means he's probably been in the league for a long, long time. He has great experience as a player. And if he's coached for Boston and Pittsburgh,
Right.
then, I mean, what does that tell you about his coaching ability? I mean, if those big names are going to sign him, I'm sure he's going to be decent for the Rangers, as long as they can get some players.
Right, as long as they can get some players. Let's let Eric Carson talk. Eric, do you have anything to say?
I'm looking forward to Yard Goats game coming up in June.
Excuse me.
There's a fundraiser for Aces if anybody's interested in attending. I think they still have some tickets left over, but you got to act fast. It's for the Education Foundation, and they provide Whitney Academy with a lot of equipment for Whitney Weekly, the Drama Club, and our music studio. So it's a great cause, and it's a great way to raise money for Aces Whitney
Do
Academy.
you know, Eric, do you know what, when is that, have they picked a date or not yet?
No, yeah, they have a date. That game is June 28th. It's a Saturday, I believe, and it's there's a special program that evening, and there's fireworks after the show. You know, it's right
Okay.
before 4th of July. And actually, I'll say it's pretty cool there at 4th of July. I went last year, and they had fireworks out in left field. They shoot them off of left field, like the warning track. And it's a lot of fun. So check it out. Hope to see you there, guys.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. Yeah, and that happens every 4th of July?
Yeah. Yeah.
Think so.
That's interesting. Oh,
You
my
ever go
mom's
to
never...
a Yard Goats game, Devonnte?
Never been to one.
I think I have been to one of those games where they set off the fireworks. A lot of those minor league teams do that in the summer. I remember I went to a Providence game in Providence, Rhode Island. It was the minor league team that is affiliated with the Red Sox, but they're in Rhode Island, and it was in the summer, and they set off fireworks after the game after a win. That was pretty cool.
Do you, Miles, are you planning to go anywhere, any games soon? Maybe we can meet up.
Yeah, I actually did go to Game 6 in Madison Square Garden. I watched the Knicks beat the Celtics, which was pretty awesome. I can't lie.
Do you have any Nick takes?
Yeah, I have a bunch of Nick takes, but that's too much to get into right now.
The Knicks need to get back on defense, and
Yeah,
they just need to.
yeah.
Thank you for having me on the show today.
Oh, no problem. It's our pleasure to have you aboard.
Thank you. Good luck with graduation.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah, I want to say good luck too, Johnny. I mean, it's definitely
Yeah,
great.
I've been getting to know you for 2 years, and hopefully we can exchange numbers, and then we can move forward with this, hopefully. For the JV Effect, I'm Johnny.
And I'm Miles Chester, and we'd really like to thank Quinnipiac University for letting us, host these podcasts in here in this nice room, this soundproof room for these past months that we've been here. And if you want to leave us a comment or tell us anything about our podcast, you can let us know on our Instagram, jveffect.podcast. And like I said, thanks to Quinnipiac and everybody else for helping us with this podcast.
Yes, thank you to everybody. Eric for producing these shows. And thank you to everybody, Leah Janice, who let me come over, and I'll be talking to you guys soon. Bye now.
See ya.
See you.
Bye.